outdoor plants. This is our production designer, everybody, wow. Danny. What an absolute delight. Okay, so you're going to talk us through ways that we can kind of like update how we plant our plants outside.
That's right.
Okay.
So they're kind of different ideas for planters, but maybe because we're in the house all winter long, that kind of the garden is your house during the summer.
Yeah.
That's the way I view it. So it should be interesting. It should feel personal. So anyways, to start off, out of the box sort of idea that I had was, my boys are done playing with their trucks. They're now into being an adult.
Yes.
But am I done with these toys? So one of the playful idea I had was using these sort of vintage construction toys to make container gardens. So,
I love this.
Yes.
It's so cute.
and so it kind of like the construction site. It's like a, I'm going to say you can use your rock garden and then use some plants that are like succulents because the containers are kind of small. They can't hold a lot of moisture. So anything that's kind of drought tolerant would be perfect for this. So I added some rocks and some moss, and here's my construction site.
I love this. Danny, you're always so good at finding such unique uses for everyday things that we have hanging around. Your kids are done with the toys. Why not pop them in the garden? If someone kid goes to play with these, what do you say?
No.
Don't
touch
do
my
it. Don't touch my garden.
garden.
I love it. All right, next up, I love this one. We're getting a little inspiration from a kitchen, as is right there.
That's right. So the next thing I thought, Mary, I was thinking of you, and so I started with this garden that was raised. And so that's fine. And so you could put all of your veggies and herbs in it, and it would be at the same height. But that's not good enough because I wanted to find these pots. And so I went thrifting and got these pots, and they're oversized enough, and you could put some drainage holes so that you can still put your veggies in, and they'll still expand and grow and still work as a garden, but it's a little bit less sort of drab looking. It's kind of speaking to a theme for me.
It is, definitely. And I also like that you get height. So a plant that maybe needs a little bit more depth for its roots to grow, you actually get that height there. And I love the fact you can't stay in the middle, but that's a pasta strainer. Like the insert, which has already got drainage holes in it. I love that.
It's inexpensive. When you're thrifting, these things are really inexpensive to find. So as I was dropping around here, so as your garden gets a little bit more mature and the veggies start to grow, they start to lean over and what have you. So if you were wanting something different, I've got my whisk. You can put that in, and then therefore you can have your plants stay upright.
And then you can just tie it off onto that. I love that idea. As opposed to buying a trellis, just use a whisk or a spoon. I love this.
And speaking of things that you probably already have, is so the seeds come so you can mark your garden, but then I used a wooden spoon to add to the theme just to sort of be my marker.
That's such a good idea, because sometimes, I don't know about you, Danny, but like I have so many wooden spoons, and I use two. Like I have my two favorite that I use, and I don't get rid of them.
Well, there you go. You got a new spot.
Now, let's talk about this hanging situation, because this is so cute, such a good idea.
So this is a colander, and I used a macrame, already made sort of hanging system. But if you don't have that, you can make your own.
Okay.
So I got this colander, and it's got all of its holes. So I just used some twine, tied it off.
This is so cute.
And then you get sort of this cocoa fiber so that the dirt doesn't sort of just run out when you water, you know, it rains. And then you just you take these out of the pot, but you would add those in.
This is so cute.
And then there you go.
I love this idea.
Got a hanger.
That is absolutely beautiful. Danny, brilliant. To a thrift store, you can usually get a colander for like no money, and then also like wooden spoons and things like that. You get them in a jumbo bag. It's amazing.
I love those.
I love a jumbo bag.
It's
like a
treasure.
treasure bag. All right, speaking of thrifting, you thrifted something completely unexpected that you're going to use in the garden. What are you talking about?
That's right. So I found a desk.
Okay.
And this desk that I thrifted, it owes me nothing. And the reason why I liked it was it had a drawer and it had these side shelves. And for me, it was an opportunity to stuff it full of plants. And so it's like one of those things where sometimes in your garden, you know, you don't always have, like, you might have a shed that sort of looks drab or something, a fence that's not looking so good. So this would be something that you could put in an area like that that causes a little bit of interest, and you can plant. And another thing that I liked about it was I used some tins on the side.
Oh, like a cookie tin.
A cookie tin.
Yeah.
You could put some drainage through them, and then some other. You know what this probably is.
So this, I think this might be like a jelly mold, but I think it looks like a brioche pan, doesn't it? Yeah.
But these things are so interesting, and like when you can get something for a quarter.
25 cents.
Right. It's like, why would, no, it doesn't need to be left there. It needs to come home with me.
It needs to come home with me. Danny, I love this. This is so beautiful. I love that. And now this desk is now an outside desk.
It is an outside desk. Do not bring it back in and think that it's going to perform the way it should. It's going to maybe find its way back into the earth. But the point with something like this is even if you had a shade garden, sometimes plants don't perform well or have height that you want. Something like this you could put in that situation, and it's going to give you the performance you want and the fun you need.
I love this. So fun. Tons of height without having to wait 4 years for your plants to grow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolute dream. So creative.
I'm not the patient gardener.
Neither am I. I'm always like, just be good now.
That's right.
Danny,
exactly.
absolutely fantastic as per usual. Thanks so much.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.